Well, we know why Aaron Rodgers wants out of Green Bay now. Let's discuss that. Plus NBA power rankings. Plus time travel. All that and Kristopher Hart scheduled to join me at 3:30. Let go.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat, written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today, unfortunately, is Tuesday, May 4th, 2021, and this is episode number 245 of the show. Welcome to the program. We kick off a Tuesday. It is May the 4th. Go ahead, get it out of your systems. All the Star Wars jokes, all the Star Wars nerds are just jerking off all over the planet, right? It's May the 4th, man. Well, yo. All right, we get it. Like, it was cool when you first realized it, like the first 3 years, and maybe I'm just cranky in my old age, but can we just be done with it already? Oh, God. But we're here, and we're doing a show anyways. Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo, so we get those back to back. Yay. By the way, I wanted to welcome to the program. Thank you again for tuning in. Not to belabor the point about holidays and so forth, but Cece, as you guys know, Queen Bee, she makes different memes of me in certain they're fancy memes is what they are. Like, there was one of me holding an umbrella in the rain for April because April showers. So she made one for May, and I really wanted to put it out all over the internet. But then the more I thought about it, the more it kind of feels like a terrible cultural appropriation. Now, I didn't make it. I want to point that out. Don't cancel me. And everybody loves Cece, so nobody's going to be mad. But I thought about it, and I was like, I don't know if I want to go spreading. I mean, it makes me laugh when I see it. But yeah, I was going to put that all over social media. Probably not. Not going to do that now, because let me tell you why. My Hispanic wife, my Mexican heritaged wife. Is that a heritaged? I don't know if that's real. But my wife of Mexican descent was, last night we were talking, tomorrow's May 4th. There's going to be a lot of Star Wars dorks, and then it's Cinco de Mayo. And she started reading, and by the way, there's a hair on let me get that off. Okay. This is bothering me. She started reading an article about how white people can avoid being racist on Cinco de Mayo. Probably required reading for about 80% of the white population. Let's be real. We don't we make big mistakes. So the fact that she was just aware of the whole thing, and then she started reading some of the things. One of them was, don't refer to it as Cinco de Drinko. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I've never done that. So I was like, yeah, I like it, but I think this will be the one and only time that I show it. Because I think if I showed that to my wife, she'd be like, really? Really? So, Cece, thank you. Love you. Not gonna do it. I know. She said, bro, that was some of my best work. I know. It's look, it's where we're at, okay? Hey, let's do the chat. We always start the show off with the chat. The shout out to the chat. Today's greatest decade in the history of the world for the next 2 hours, Mr. GVJ, Gregory Vega Jr. I love that you guys are always like, why do you always say my full name? I don't know, because that's what it is on the fucking screen. If it just said Greg, I would just call you Greg. But it says Gregory Vega Jr., so I feel like it's important to call you all that. But Gregory Vega Jr. again, first in the chat, greatest decade in the world for 2 hours, hour 53. But then he missed. First of all, what I love the most about this is that he put HWLLO. All right, he puts that. And then he says, damn it, I meant hello, damn autocorrect. So autocorrect, you had it right, and autocorrect was like, nah, fam, we're putting a W in there? Don't be trying to blame autocorrect. Look, as the king of the misspellings, it's easy. It's easy to blame it if you use speech to text, right? Like homophones, you could be like, oh no, I meant the other there. I'm using speech to text. It used the wrong there. Even though you know you didn't do that, which we've all used that speech to text excuse at least once for a misspelling. Haven't we? Who's with me? Oh, okay. Just me. But I've never seen somebody type a misspelled word and then blame autocorrect for the misspelling. Especially when it doesn't make an actual word. That's outstanding. But Gregory Vega Jr., man, I appreciate you being in early. Tell Pops I said hello, man. I love both of you guys. Thanks for being here. Let's see who else is here. SVG is in the building. CC, we mentioned earlier. Justin Swinford is in the building. Francisco, my dude. What's up, buddy? Keith Sager is here. Shelby. She's got her yesterday on Twitter. Shelby posted a screenshot of her phone, and she actually has, you can send different messages with your phone as you get a phone call, and one of them says basically not now, wait until 4, it's Barry on deck time, which, oh my God, I love you so much, Shelby. Thank you so much for that. Uriel Villanueva's here. Donna Jess is in the building. What's up, girl? John Dory is here. There's the Congo blocker. So Gregory Vega Jr. didn't get the Triple Crown because D-Mata Congo blocked him. So there you go. Aaron Little is here. Terrence J in the building. What's up, homie? Truck driver Pookie. Whoa, yeah, I'm sorry. I was a little late with getting the show posted. That's my bad. Keith Sager, what's up, homie? Brandon Martinez in the building. BZH420, Aaron J. Bryant. Terrence Cartwright is here. Incarnate, Charles, Mark G and Jen. VB, what's up? Very nice. Alan Denson, what's up, homie? Who else is here? Brandon Gary. Well, look who showed up 2 days in a row. Somebody's Mr. Fancy Pants. What is this? The chat is litty, so it's chitty. What? I don't know what that means. Wallace, what's up, homie? Robert Likes Beers. Tony Garza. Josh Fernandez is here. Who else? Let's scroll. P. Jones, Lisa, you did make it, and I'm happy. Thank you. Walt, what's up, player? Okay, let's keep rolling. Donna is here. Ray, what's up? How are you, Ray? Leave us Star Wars nerds alone. No, I'm not. I refuse to. Hi, Dora. How are you? Okay, well, I think that's everybody. Let's see. Yeah. Hey, buddy, what's up? There's Buddy Tyrell. You never say my whole name. I just did. Buddy Tyrell, but I don't know. I feel like Buddy is just a good solo name. You could be like Buddy Tyrell Lord and Third, and I'd be like, Buddy, yeah, what's up, Buddy? So yeah, I'm sorry, but Buddy is just it's a good name. It's just a single solo good name. Robert Likes Beer said, I think you forgot to tweet the show. Don't see it. Damn it! You're right, Robert Likes Beers. Good catch. I usually do it while the intro plays, and I usually post it on Facebook. So I am doing that right now. Both of them are done. Good looking out. Somebody put a gold star next to Robert Likes Beer's name. Gold star for sure. Appreciate you, man. All right, so we are off and running here. Let's get to some show stuff. We got to clean up some stuff first. By the way, a couple of birthdays today. Dora, happy birthday, Dora! Now, I'm not drinking in the month of May, Dora, but I slammed this Diet Coke in your honor, sweetie. I hope you have a happy, wonderful birthday and you get roadhead or a hand job or whatever it is you're into. Cheers to you, sweetie. Thank you for being here. You the best. Oh, yeah. Cisco always does his own version of it, which I really like, by the way. He tweets the show every day when it gets posted. So, that's one birthday. The other one is Isabella, who is the daughter of Black Sheep's girlfriend. There you go. And it is her birthday today. So Isabella, happy birthday to you as well, sweetie. I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoy the day and, don't do anything to get in trouble. Don't get grounded. Don't get on punishment. But I hope you have a great day, Isabella. Happy birthday to you. Why is Steven the weather guy a horrible liar? Oh, that's not true. Hey, can I just say one thing? I hope that we don't get that poopy diaper bullshit today. That was the worst. Like, if you're going to troll me, be funny. Like, if you're going to come into the show and troll me, be funny with it. That was, like, ridiculously moronic. I don't mind getting trolled if you're good at it, but if you're just mean and hateful or just ridiculously lame and stupid, I don't have the patience for it. I like good trolling. Poor Dora, I just realized you're born on May the 4th. Oh, my God. They called the shit poop? What? I don't know what that means. What's up, Rudolph? Good to see you here, buddy. All right, let's get started. Let's roll. I'm cutting throats with trolls. Thank you. Please do. God bless. Again, I don't mind a good troll, but once it starts devolving into that moronic bullshit that it was. Hey, by the way, if you're wondering why people are asking about the show being posted on Twitter and so forth, it's because we have the royalty program going on for the month of May, the 1 year anniversary of the show, and we're trying to spread the love. So the Barry on Deck royalty program is in full effect. And you guys, if you have not signed up, you still have time to sign up. If you think you are the greatest deckhead in the history of the world for the entire year, not just the day when you're first in chat, you can absolutely prove it. You can become the king or the queen of the Deckhead Hill. All you got to do is sign up. It's really simple. You just email Jen at whosfancy.com. And when you email her, where'd it go? There it is. She's going to get you signed up. She'll send you a link. And when she sends you the link, it'll have all the information and the rules and everything else. You can earn points. This is a point-based system. It's a winner-take-all thing. You can start earning on May 1st all the way through May 31st at 11:59 p.m. All times are central. No entries will be accepted before or after the time listed on the rules. All right. So what do you need to do? You simply spread the love, like platforms like Twitter and Facebook and YouTube. Follow the show, follow our sponsors, do all of that stuff. The rules are, Jen will send them to you. She'll send you the point values. They're also on the sign up for. Here it is. So you got 1 point for like sharing or retweeting a video, 1 point for following the show, 1 point for commenting on the show's video. It's super easy to do this, you guys. If you refer a business, you get points. If they sign up and actually sponsor the show, I'll give you a commission. So tons of ways to do this. It's a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of you guys do this stuff anyways, but I wanted to, Jen and I wanted to come up with a way to give back to you guys that support the show. And this is a great way to do that. So check it out. Here's the stuff you'll win. It's a winner take all. It's very simple. You get a $100 gift card to your choice, either Visa or Amazon, $50 credit for Barry on Deck merchandise to spend how you see fit, a one-of-a-kind Barry on Deck t-shirt, a King or Queen of the Hill trophy. So it's going to take some time because I have to wait and see who wins before I have that made because it is going to be gender specific. Choice of joining me as a 5-minute guest spot on the show or 10 minutes on a Twitch stream that I do at night on Tuesday and Thursday. Plus, I'll give you some social media shout outs as well. So that is the royalty program. By the way, can we give a shout out to Jen for helping me put all this shit together, being so patient with my weird ass and making this thing actually function and work. So Jen, really appreciate you. And you guys just email her right there. Jen at whosfancy.com if you want in. Okay. All right, cool. Let's get this show rolling, shall we? What's up, Mac? Jersey guy in the building. What does this say? So you can take a shot. It says, damn it, I've been watching this show for a year. So you could take a shot of my birthday, May 15th, and now you stop drinking. Fuck this, I'm out. I mean, look, your boy's working through some issues, man. I mean, you know, what you want me to do? You know, you just do. Look, if I'm doing too many shots, there is no show because I'm gonna say fuck it. So, I mean, I'll do. You want me to fake it? I'll get some like apple cider, and you won't even know. I'll just pour some apple cider in a Jameson bottle. You'll have no idea. All love, I know, homie. Just kidding. Okay, let's do this. What does it say? Does word of mouth get points? No. The only thing that gets you points is what's listed on that sheet. You can't go off making up your own shit and be like, do I get points for that? That's not how it works. It's just what's on the sheet. All right, so make sure you pay attention to that. All right, let's talk some sports. Let's do this. Let's talk Astros Yankees for a second. I have no slides. I have no pertinent statistical research. I just have opinions about this upcoming series. By the way, a little plug for Sports Riot. We will be doing a Sports Riot show on Twitch tomorrow, sidecasting Astros Yankees. So go over to twitch.tv/Sports Riot Live. Make sure you follow. Come join us for the game. We're going to be talking shit, obviously. So go check that out. Now, this is like the Yankees' one shining moment, right? The Yankees fans, I should say, are absolutely chomping at the bit to get the Astros in town. Why? So they can scream and boo at them from the stands. If it means that much to you, Yankee fans, if you are just that devoid of meaningful shit in your life that you only derive satisfaction and joy out of going to a baseball stadium and booing millionaires who don't give a fuck about you, you have a really sad life. Like a really sad, like I get you don't like the Astros. Cool. That's fine. Never mind the fact that pretty much the entire roster has been turned over since 2017. Let's forget about that whole fact, right? Now I know the core players are still there. Bregman, Correa, Altuve, Yuli, you know, those guys that you hate. That's fine. But the fact that this is literally all New York is talking about. I can't fucking wait. I'm going to go down to the stadium. I'm going to be like, fuck you, Altuve. You fucking rich millionaire athlete, handsome, slightly short in stature, but big-hearted world champion. Fuck you. There's fucking rats in my apartment. It's crowded in this bitch. I got mugged on the way down here. You fucking loser. Seriously, if a Yankee fan happens to catch this video, you're a fucking loser. If you get... go hate the Astros, but to sit here and celebrate this, like this is some major accomplishment that you're going to boo the Astros, and oh my God, if they sweep the Yankees or win this series in the Bronx, I hope they rub their dicks up and down Yankee Stadium, just on the outside. Remember how Ozzy peed on the Alamo? I hope there's just Astros dick smears like a slug, like a snail, all the way around Yankee Stadium. Oh my God, if they win this series or sweep them. Holy fuck, I can't wait to hear the crickets and the silence from these stupid ass Yankees fans. You guys need to get over it. You guys need to get a life. Here's the deal. In 2017, Lance McCullers threw 24 straight curveballs and made your entire baseball team look like fucking idiots. That's why you lost. You didn't lose because the Astros scored a bunch at home. You lost because you couldn't score on the road, Yankees. Yankee fans. I mean, it's just like Dodger fan. The Astros cheated us out of a World Series. No, motherfucker. Cody Bellinger couldn't hit his way out of a wet paper bag with a fucking steel bat. That's why you lost Game 7 at home, you dumb fucks. The cheating didn't win them the series. Your team lost the series in both cases, Yankees and Dodgers. So stop acting like fucking idiots. I get it. The Astros cheated. We all know that. We don't like it. It is what it is. It's done. Alex Correa's in Boston. All is forgiven by him, right? George Springer's in Toronto. They don't seem to have a problem with George anymore. Everywhere an Astro is gone after 2017, they've been welcomed with open arms. So stop being a fucking hypocrite, because if Carlos Correa becomes a New York Yankee, I swear to God, if you guys don't condemn it and talk shit to him, you're frauds. You're frauds and you're horrible baseball fans. I mean, literally, you're horrible baseball fans anyways. Probably most of you are just horrible people in general. It is New York. But don't be fake. Don't be a phony. You can't sit there and boo the man now, and then when he joins your team, be like, well, you know, I don't think he did it. Man, fuck off. All of y'all. Okay. I feel better. Man City's up 1-0 on PSG. I got a lot riding on this game. So, soccer update. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. 5-minute timeout for doing a soccer update during the show. Get out of here. You're not allowed. Don't do that. What's wrong with you? No soccer talk. No, we're not doing it. Not doing it. Although I'm glad to see that one goal early. Need one more. No, shut up. White Magic was kind of right. I literally, if I shared my screen, I literally have the game. I got a lot of scratch. Yeah, time me out, please. Can I be timed out for like 3 weeks? Oh, just lay in bed and just wallow in my own pity. Just 3 weeks of just sadness, just fetal position, curled up under the covers. Oliver crying, I'm hungry. Shut up! I'm sad. I like that. Well, no. Don't keep me updated. Seriously, don't spoil the chat with that bullshit. You have any more of those? I'm glad they cheated. Oh, the shirts? Yeah, I should have wore that today. I do not have any more. I'm glad they cheated. I forget who made that. I think it was like a comic in town made those. I'll wear that tomorrow for the sidecast, though. Fuck them hoes. Yeah, I muted myself. That's how it goes. All right, so that was just some thoughts on this series. I just am so, my God, it's if I see one more lame fucking trash can joke, I don't here's the thing, and I'm sure this is gonna upset some people. I am a sports fan. I go to sporting events and I yell at the TV. I don't know that I really boo anybody or scream things. Hey, you're a bum! Super original East Coast carpetbagging Yankee weirdo. And by Yankee, I mean everybody on the fucking East Coast. Boston, Jersey, Yankees, all that shit. Philly. So original. You're a bum! Super original. You show up with your little trash can. Hey, check me out. No one thought of this. You struck out because you didn't know it was coming. Never mind the fact that Aaron Judge strikes out more than a fat kid at prom. It's exhausting. It really is. It's fucking exhausting to see the moronic tendencies of some of these fucking baseball fans. Like, go to their boo. Okay, but your fucking lame ass trash can jokes on the internet, no one is impressed. None of them are funny. We've seen them all. Get it out of your system and then shut the fuck up about it. Please. Francis goes, that's true. I did strike out at prom. Celio said in the Yankees defense, let me stop you right there, fam. There is no defense. If the Yankees had defense, they wouldn't have lost that series. Or in 2019. In the Yankees defense, they will most likely shit on Correa or any Astro they sign. Wife and I were there in 2019 for a playoff game, and they gave Stanton and Fat Gary the business for the whole game. That's because they're losers. That's because they're fucking sad, miserable losers. That is what John Boy is, the fucking leader of the loser bandwagon. But literally, Yankee fans that go and boo their own team and boo the other team and take trash cans and do all, they're just fucking losers. You have nothing better to do with your life. Nothing. It's ridiculous. D-Mata gets a 5-minute timeout. Don't bring that curling bullshit in this chat. I won't have it. Get that shit out of here. 5 minutes. Go check your poopy diapers. You got treated like a troll. How'd you like that? Tony said the Yanks won quite a few of their titles when POC weren't allowed to play and there were fewer teams. So those 27 rings aren't legit. Oh, that's just petty. What's up, Marty? Danny Dan said a lot of Yankees fans are already crappy in general, so how not much will change. No, I totally agree. Totally agree. Good. Was there a lot of curling talk? Oh, Good. Fuck them. All right. Let's look. So I had these NBA power rankings I wanted to go over with you guys. This is according to ESPN. And because we talked about the NBA yesterday. And we talked about MVP and we talked about who do you think the MVP is? And so I wanted to take a look at the power rankings because I think this also something to do with that discussion. The Phoenix Suns, by the way, ranked number 1. They were third last week. ESPN has the Suns ranked number 1 in the NBA power rankings, and I think it's pretty obvious why. They're 46-18. They're a tough out. It's a good basketball team. They're playing well. They have the Jazz at number 2. Donovan Mitchell has a sprained ankle. Mike Conley has hamstring tightness, but the Jazz are still rolling along. They have Philly at number 3. Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons playing well. Doc Rivers getting the most out of that team. So Philly at number 3. Brooklyn at number 4. I feel like that might be a little high. I think I probably would have had Denver over Brooklyn, but I think some of that may have to do with the fact that I don't know if they trust Jamal Murray. But Brooklyn is 4. Wow, look at that. Denver number 5. So tell me, Katie, how much value does he have if they're the 5th best team in the NBA as opposed to the best team in the NBA? I'm tired of having this goddamn discussion. This is super easy. And by the way, if White Magic even starts to say the words, nope, get out of here. Because your Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry are fucking 15th. How much value is that? Yeah, great. He's shooting the lights out. 31 points a game. How's that working out? They're 500. Stop it. This is really a 3 or 4 horse race. Yeah, Jamal Murray, I believe, is out for the season. That is correct. Nobody on the Jazz is going to be an MVP candidate, I don't believe. I think it's Jokic, Joel Embiid, Giannis, and I saw Kawhi mentioned. Okay. And I think CP3 needs to be getting way more love than he's getting. All right. I'm going to need you to sit down and shut the fuck up. Curry is not the MVP, White Magic. I don't know why you guys sit here. Do you guys not understand all the words in first of all, White Magic, can you spell MVP? Second of all, do you understand that the middle word is valuable? Not best shooter, not most prolific scorer. It's value. Now, I will entertain these discussions and disagree with you vehemently about Jokic having the most value because Denver has been doing this without Jamal Murray. They're 9-1 since he went down. And here they are, 3rd in the West, 5th overall. Moved up a couple of spots. That was after the injury. Beat the Clippers. When it comes to value, if your team isn't one of the 2 or 3 best teams in basketball, where's the value? I don't know how you can just dismiss that argument. Where would the Warriors be without Curry? If you're 15th, who gives a fuck? At that point, you're one of the worst half. You're in the bottom half of the league. What's the difference between 15 and 20 in the NBA? Not a goddamn thing. There's a huge difference between 1 and 5. But the difference between 15 and 20 to 25, no one gives a shit. It's the bottom half. Congratulations. You're barely in or barely out of the lottery. That's a great way to put it, Amos. Curry is the MVP of the Warriors, not the league. That's an excellent way to put it. Wyatt Magic might love Curry more than Harden. Man, I wish I wasn't driving. Say it with your chest, Walt. Walt's a Curry guy. Walt, and I tout Walt's sports knowledge and acumen. He's wrong on this if he says anybody other than CP3 is the MVP. He's really wrong. Westbrook won MVP being a 6th seed. Great. Super. What do you want? What do you want from me? What did Katie say? Katie said, it's okay to see CP3 be a runner-up or top 3. What? I don't know what that means. That makes no sense. If Curry doesn't make the playoffs, then it's a non-starter. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Here's the rest of so the Bucks are 6, Clippers 7. This might be, other than the Suns, the Knicks being as well as they playing as well as they are and being as good as they are might be the surprise of the NBA season to me anyways. The Suns have to be the big surprise. But the Knicks, 8th best team in the NBA, like what are they, middle of the pack, 4 or 5 in the East? I'd have to look up the standings again, but I think last time we saw they were 4 or 5 in the East. That's a big surprise. Yeah, Knicks currently sit at 4th in the East. Who knew? Who would have thunk it? What were they last year? What was their record last year? Knicks last year were 21-45. They won 31.8% of their games. So 32% of their games. They finished 31 games back of first place. This year, they were winning almost 57% of their games. That's a hell of a turnaround. When you look at the Suns turnaround, you look at the Knicks turnaround, got to be the two biggest stories in the NBA. What's up, Richard Vales? Better late than never, buddy. CP3 is not MVP. It would be okay if he was second or third. Well, you guys are just wrong, and that's okay. I mean, look, I'm not going to rehash my same talking point over and over because you guys don't even actually provide anything other than, well, the Nuggets are winning without Jamal Murray. Great. And the Suns didn't win without CP3, and now they are winning with CP3. They are legitimately one of the best teams in the NBA with CP3. They weren't even close to that without him. If you look at the turnaround from last season to this season and what's the difference, it's one guy. The Nugs are pretty much the same. I don't see how this is a discussion. I don't see how you guys don't see this. This is just, it's perplexing. It's mind-boggling. Here's the rest of it. So Lakers at 9, Mavs at 10, Blazers at 11, Hawks at 12, the Heat at 13. My, how the mighty have fallen. Anybody really think the Heat are going to make a run in the playoffs, do some damage, scare some people? I don't think so. I think that ship has sailed. They had their one moment last year. Celtics are at 14. The Warriors are at 15. Grizzlies at 16. The Charlotte Hornets at 17. The Wizards. Actually, it's the Washington Westbrooks. This dude is playing out of his freaking mind right now. He is set to average a triple-double for the season again. He is 3 behind, was it Oscar Robertson all time? He's just playing crazy. And his coach, Scott Brooks, came out and said he was probably the second best point guard ever behind Magic Johnson. I was like, well, that's high praise. I mean, we all saw Russ here. We didn't see that Russ. Of course, he doesn't have the baggage of James Harden and the burden of James Harden on that team, so he can do what he do. But the Wizards 18, the Spurs 19, Pacers 20. Raptors 21, the Pels 22, the Kings 23, Bulls 24, T-Wolves 25. Look at the T-Wolves climbing the charts. Cavaliers 26, Magic 27, Pistons 28, Thunder 29, and the lowly ass, shitty ass, terrible ass Houston Rockets are 30th. Man, I tell you what, if two things, so somebody left a comment on on one of my videos on YouTube, and they were talking about the Rockets, and they were like, I don't know if it was Sylvia or there was somebody else. Oh yeah, it was Sylvia. So Sylvia was talking about the fact she hopes that whatever pick they have flourishes into a star. And oh my God, I mean, that's a concern, right? If they get the 3rd or 4th pick in the draft because of the lottery, they end up not getting the 1st pick. And then that 3rd or 4th pick doesn't pan out to be a superstar. Now they've set themselves back even further. And yeah, I know they got a lot of draft picks, and I know it's the NBA. You only have to hit on one. But damn, look at this. Look at this raggedy bitch. Look at this. Hey, I can't believe I just turned my fantasy baseball team over to this traitor-ass, garbage-ass baseball fan. Get out of here, kid. Scram, beat it. No one wants to see your pinstripe bullshit. All right, that was aggressive. And Carter said, hold up, CP3O plays basketball. Curry is playing out of his mind, doing things never done. Is Curry averaging a triple-double? That seems pretty special. You guys, I don't know why y'all are sucking Steph Curry's dick so much. It's ridiculous. The guy, okay, he's shooting lights out. Great. There's no other option on that goddamn team. He's putting in 31 because without it, they would be fucking scoring 80 a game. This isn't the Warriors of 3 years ago. This is Steph Curry shooting, just bombing threes, and that's it. Y'all are over here, oh my God, Steph is the MVP of a half-ass, mealy-mouthed, middle-of-the-road basketball team. No. I'll listen to and entertain the Joker talk. I'm not going to sit here and entertain this bullshit-ass Steph Curry is MVP talk. No. How the fuck you going to be MVP of a half-ass, middle-of-the-road, average upon average basketball team? 32 and 32, 15th out of 30 in the power rankings. Whoa, that's a lot of value. Thank God, because they'd be 10 games under 500 and in the bottom 5 of the league without him. Whoa, super great value. Here's the thing. The Warriors are what the Suns were last year without Chris Paul. Just a team in the league. Devin Booker goes off now and then, scores some points, and everybody's like, great, look at him in the bubble. But when they added value in a player, they became a really good basketball team. I want you to keep that in mind. All right, let's talk about this. Hey, I didn't get to this yesterday, and I wanted to because I found this fascinating. So a lot of us actually play video games. Well, Jesus Luzardo broke his pinky finger playing a video game. He's going to miss some time. He went on the IL with a fracture in his left hand. The team announced it on Sunday. I don't know how much time he's going to miss. The IL is usually 10 days. X-rays after the game revealed the fracture. Didn't have a good game. He's 1-3 on the season, 5+ ERA, not going well. But here's the problem. They said that he broke, where was it? He fractured his finger playing a video game when he, quote, bumped his hand on the desk. Let me tell you something. I understand the frustration of playing online video games. People camp. People cheat. These sweats out here won't play like you should. They run and jump and drop shot and slide and hide and snipe and camp and fuck all those people. And God damn it makes me mad sometimes because I'm ultra competitive and I want to win. In fact, I hate losing more than I think I like winning, if that makes sense. And yeah, I get angry sometimes. I try to remind myself it's just a game. It's not personal. They don't know who you are on the other end. I learned that about traffic. You had to, like, if you have road rage, we had some speaker come to our, when I worked at, I used to work at Proficient. It was a consulting firm. And they had somebody come in and like a motivational speaker. And they were like, hey, listen, we know you have bad days. Here's the thing. You get in the car, somebody cuts you off, you get angry, you like, fuck you, pal. I promise you, that person didn't leave thinking, I'm going to go cut Barry off in traffic. They're just doing what they do, living their life. It wasn't personal. It wasn't intentional. I mean, maybe they cut you off, but it wasn't an attack on you. It was just them being them. Don't take it personal. Don't get angry. And I was like, that makes sense. I mean, I still get angry, but that makes sense. I try to remind myself of that when I play Call of Duty. These punk ass 12-year-olds, mamas didn't raise them right, out here camping like the bitches they are. So listen, when I tell you I understand getting angry at online video games, I understand. If you've watched me play on a stream with either my stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Barry is funny, or on House or KD or anybody else's stream, you've seen it. You've heard it. I'll call a dude a punk bitch in a minute. I don't care. Don't shoot me. I don't want to die. But the one thing I've never done playing a video game is bumped my finger on the desk and then broke that bitch. Let me tell you what really happened. Motherfucker! That's what happened. This dude punched something. He slammed something. You don't just bumped his finger, his hand on a desk. Man, come on, fam. We know what happened. He pitched an absolute fit. And that's okay. That's okay. But I think you got to be smart. If you are a pitcher, you can't be doing dumb shit with your hands. If you're a kicker, don't go kick the refrigerator. Punch that hoe. You don't need that fucking hand to kick with. I think that's pretty funny, though, that you got a dude on the IL from playing video games. What? What's up, Harpy? Little lunchtime here for a minute. Good to have you, Harpy. Flip. God damn it, Flip. Get your shit together. Total Dow said, remember when you're cursing out campers, if it's in the game, it's in the game. No. Robert Lake Beer said, I punched a hole in the wall once after hitting a square wrong when I was almost done with a large Minesweeper board set. Shut up, Robert. No one believes you. Shelby said, I yell at everyone while driving. It's therapeutic. Oh, no, that's not. That's bad for you. You're going to have heart failure, Shelby. Barry resume got to be 46 pages long. I mean, I've had a lot of jobs. Look, I'm 46 years old. 1 page, per year of my life. I started working at 15. Did I ever tell you all the story about my first job? I started working at 15 years old. By the way, Jeff Bell, thank you for the super chat. He said, let me clear up something about yesterday, Barry. Plumbers don't touch pee or poop. How dare you? Listen, I don't know how this shit works. Like, literally. Jeff, the only thing I learned about plumbing when I was a carpenter, and we didn't do any plumbing or electrical. That was like, I wasn't smart enough to do either one. I could saw board, nail board. Zip, bang, bang, bang. Done. Like, I wasn't a smart carpenter. So I damn sure wasn't going to be a good plumber or electrician. But the old man that was the foreman on the jobs that we worked, he's like, listen, there's only 2 things you need to know about plumbing. Shit won't flow uphill on paydays Friday. So I don't know how it works. I just assume. Okay? Thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate you. My first job, I was 15 years old. That's when the first time I started working. I just wanted some money. I wanted some scratch. So I went down to the Wendy's and lied on my resume and told them I was 16. Actually, I didn't even say anything. I just filled out the resume. I put my real birthday, but I didn't give them a driver's license. They didn't snap to the fact that I wasn't 16, so they hired me. And I worked there for like 5 months, flipping burgers. I remember I kept getting in trouble because I kept wiping my hands on my frock, on my apron. I'd be back there making sandwiches, and then when I was done, they were like, the customers are complaining that you wipe your hands on your apron. Well, tell the motherfuckers did not look at me. I don't give a shit. So I remember about 4 or 5, maybe 6 months into this job at Wendy's, they come to me. What's up, Josh? They come to me and they're like, hey, we just found out you're 15. You can't work here at 15. When you're 16, come back and you can work at Wendy's. And I looked the manager dead in the face. I said, when I'm 16, I'm going to go get a real job. What the fuck is what? Like I was some badass with my, what? Yeah. I showed that manager at Wendy's. I fucking walked out. And I walked out. And when I turned 16, I went and got a real job at the Olive Garden. What? That makes no sense. That literally, I'm going to be a doctor when I'm 16. That makes no sense whatsoever. When I'm 16, I'm going to get a real job. So I did at the fucking Olive Garden. I was a busboy. That was a real job. Not no lowly ass flipping burgers job. I'm over here busting tables like an adult. And then that's when I met, What is this for 1 minute? Tony, first of all, thank you for the generous super chat, my friend. That is way too kind of you. For 1 minute, do Yoda or Jar Jar? No, I won't. Oh, wait, that was Kermit. That was, sell out, I will. I'm not doing Yoda. I'm not doing it for the whole time. First of all, I really do appreciate your generosity, Tony. That's very kind of you. But I'm not some dancing street monkey where you're like, here's $20, do an impression. Now, I mean, you could do that on the fucking Twitch when I'm gaming, make me do a whole game with Kermit the Frog. But I don't even know how to do Jar Jar. What does Jar Jar sound like? I could do Yoda a little bit. Sell out, he will. It's not a great Yoda. I get it. Listen, when I turn 50, I'm going to go do real impressions. I can't believe I told that to a fucking adult at 15. When I turn 16, I'm going to go get a real job. I bet that dude was like, man, I'm going to fucking smash this kid in the face, you little punk motherfucker. And then he probably came and saw me busting tables at the Olive Garden and was like, fuck you, kid. You're a loser. And he was right. What's up, Steven? Busy at work. That's okay, man. Better late than never. And you hang out as long as you can, even if it's not the whole show. Thank you guys for taking care of the trolls again. I don't know who found this show. All I'm going to say is, honest to God, if you're going to troll the show, if you're going to show up and troll the show, at least be good at it. I mean, you're a troll, so you're already kind of a loser, but just be good at it. All right? Just be good at it. Justin said, sell out, he will. Oh my gosh. All right, am I doing Call of Duty tonight? Good question, Tony. So yeah, tonight what the plan is, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/Barry is funny. Where's my, I thought I made one of those. Yeah, right there. Look at that. We'll put that up on the screen right there. Yeah, so if you want to hang out with us, what we've been doing lately on Twitch, twitch.tv/Barry is funny, as I've just been roasting people. So people that show up and they want to, by the way, y'all can just block the trolls. You don't have to time them out. Just block them. But so what we've been doing is roasting people on Twitch and they want to be roasted. So we're going to do it for an hour. If you want to get roasted, come hang out, send your picture. Well, myself in the chat, we roast each other. It's a good time. And then for the second hour of the stream tonight, I'm going to be playing Call of Duty. Hopefully House joins me, but Andrew Clay, if y'all recall the MS Paint highlight guy from the TV station in Louisiana, he wants to play Call of Duty. So we're going to play from 9 to 10, and maybe he'll join us on House's stream as well. So yeah, we'll be running with Andrew Clay. I forget the station he's with out in Louisiana, but he's a sportscaster on one of those stations. He did the MS Paint highlights during the basketball season. Great dude. We've been staying in touch. We become best friends. So he wants to run with us. So I said, yeah, run with the deckheads. Let's do it. Yeah, run. That's fine, White Magic. It'll be me, House, Andrew Clay, and White Magic. And maybe when White Magic gets sick of it, Francisco can run, or Swinford, or whatever. Oh, Justin, you're going to get roasted tonight? Okay, Playboy. Listen, I'm serious, though. You guys, don't do it just because. I don't want you guys to get your feelings hurt. I really don't. I don't want you to get your feelings hurt. I don't want you to be like, fuck Barry. Because it's a roast and anything goes. Francisco said Andrew should do MS Paint highlights of y'all playing Call of Duty. We'll bring that up. Why are you still? I'm still hurt. I tell you guys, I know, I'm sorry, House. But first of all, you were the one that put that little dick in a Speedo and then sent me the picture of it. That's not my fault. All right, roast is over, Barry. No more. Stop it. You'll pay to see what on Twitch? Y'all got to come hang out, man. It is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. So yeah, don't miss those. Tuesdays and Thursdays have been a lot of fun. Yes, I totally agree. Don't do it. John said it was fun, but not again. John was like, I didn't think it would hurt so much. It cut me deep. Harpy said, I kind of want to get roasted, but I don't want my feelings hurt, so I probably won't. Harpy, please don't. Please, I'm begging you. Some of y'all I love so much. Harpy, you're one of them. And the thing I want you guys to understand about a roast is there is literally nothing is off limits. So like some of these dudes have sent me pictures of them with their ugly ass girlfriends or wives or cousins. And then we got to roast them too. And I feel terrible, but that's the rules of roasting. I mean, yeah, I could not, talk as much shit as, but that's the point of a roast. Like you legitimately are trying to hurt people's feelings in a roast out of love. But you're just saying the meanest shit you can think of and trying to be funny. That's the difference though. You don't just say mean shit to say mean shit. You got to try to be funny at the same time. So come hang out. It's a good time. Those that choose to get roasted. Some people stop by randomly and send me pictures and we roast them too. But yeah, come hang out. And if we don't roast, we'll just talk shit for an hour and then play Call of Duty. So it'll be a good time. Hey, real quick, before we get popping on anything else, I want to take a pause for the cause and talk to you guys about the Rain Beauty line that's just out. These are the same folks that bring you the Hemp Vita line of products. Damn it, I didn't update hold on. So pause. Let's put a pin in that. Give me 1 second. I want to get the right one because I did update the slide. I in fact spent time this morning updating the damn slide. There it is. All right, Rain Beauty, you guys. Deckhead 2021 is the promo code. Go to rainbeauty.com. You're going to save 10% on your order. And what will you be ordering, you might ask? You will be ordering some of the newest and finest in female beauty care products. They have 3 products that you're going to love. In fact, because Jen has been using some, when they approached me about, hey, we have a new line of products. It's Rain Beauty. We want to advertise with the deckheads. We think they're going to love our products as much as they loved Hemp Vita. We want to tell them about it. I say, cool. Send some for Nora and send some for Jen. Let's get it tested out and make sure, because I don't pitch anything until I've used it or somebody else has used it and I get some feedback on it. So I like to be able to share with you guys real experiences. And what this means is that a lot of times, if I'm not talking about a product, you may never hear about it. It's because I didn't like it and I can't come on the air and lie about it. I would lose my credibility. So far, Jen said she's used the cleanser, the moisturizer, and the dark spot cream. She's been using them for about 2 weeks. She loves the way that the cleanser leaves her skin feeling fresh and renewed. It has a little tingle to it, lets you know it's doing something and it's working. And that's kind of the norm, how we know that the folks at Hemp Vita and Rain Beauty operate. Their products they provide us are good products that you know are going to work. Rain Beauty products are plant-based, infused with hemp oil. Right now, focused on women. Their products are focused on women. Some of the stuff that it does is helps treat acne, fight inflammation, fight signs of aging. Some of y'all are getting old. But they're also coming out with a line of men's products, including a moisturizer, a cleanser, and a revitalization cream. So I'm looking forward to that as well. I'm going to try to get me some of that, get rid of some of these black circles under their eyes. Rain Beauty. It offers a great benefit to your skin. It's transformative. It'll revitalize, repair, and nurture your mind and your body. Check it out. Go to rainbeauty.com, rainbeauty.com. All right. Back to the show. The cover story for today was about Aaron Rodgers, and the reason I wanted to talk about that is he finally mentioned, or there's rumors, I should say, not that he mentioned, but there are rumors abound as to why he wants out. And the reason is the GM, Brian Gutekunst. Is that how you say his name? Gutekunst? Yes, Brian Gutekunst. Apparently it all went south when last year they took a quarterback in the first round and it really ruffled Aaron Rodgers' feathers. They did not like the fact that occurred, and he kind of owned it. I think Gutekunst kind of realized he screwed up. He has finally come out and publicly said, yeah, we should have done better in communicating with Aaron what the long-term plans were, and grabbing Jordan Love was maybe a mistake, right? But I think that the damage has been done. They didn't own that sooner. There was also rumblings about, hey, why can't we, renegotiate your contract? Well, we're not going to extend it, or we just want to kind of move some money around, and he didn't like that. So the real reason at the end of the day, what really matters is why he wants out and will he get out. And now Denver is making moves and they just let their backup quarterback go. People think that's a sign that Aaron Rodgers is going to be there. Aaron Rodgers has said privately to some people that he wants to go to Denver. So we'll see what happens. But the fact of the matter is, Aaron Rodgers out of love with Green Bay because of the GM. And it looks like taking Jordan Love in the first round was a mistake. So there you go. Hey, I want to say what's up to Cylon number 8. He said, hello there, fellow Barry fans. New subscriber, first time watching. Thanks to the Lou Dog for the referral. Yo, that is so fucking dope. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the show. By the way, I cursed a little bit. Tell Mr. Lou Dog I said thank you. Welcome to the show. Glad you are here. Total Dallas said Aaron is a diva. I mean, he is, but aren't most quarterbacks divas? Tom Brady's a diva. A lot of quarterbacks are divas. Patrick Mahomes isn't a diva yet, but he will be. Give him time. Give him this continued success. He'll be a diva. I promise you that. All right. So that was something I just found to be interesting is that he finally said, well, he didn't come out and say it yet, but the rumblings are it's the GM. And unless you fire the GM, you're probably going to lose Aaron Rodgers. So now the Packers have to make that decision. Do we want an aging yet still MVP caliber Aaron Rodgers on this team? Or do we just go ahead, he's disgruntled, and move on and keep the GM that pissed him off? I think I'd keep Aaron if I was the Packers. GMs you can find. Star quarterbacks, MVP level quarterbacks, not as easy to come by. Now what I don't know is the fan base, if they are as loyal to Aaron Rodgers as they are to a guy like Brett Favre, or who are they loyal to? Do they like or not like? If you're a Packers fan, by the way, let me know either in the chat or in the comments later. If you're a Pack fan, are you whose side are you choosing? You taking Aaron Rodgers? You picking his side, or are you rolling with Gutekunst? Sean said, I love that the Packers are melting down. That's hilarious. All right, so this next thing is a video from the draft, and again, didn't get to it yesterday, but wanted to show this to you because it is absolutely insane. So 6th round of the NFL draft, and the Panthers were on the clock, made their pick. And they picked a long snapper. Now, his name is, where did it go? Thomas Fletcher. So Thomas Fletcher is waiting to be drafted, finally does, but he doesn't know he's drafted. He doesn't realize he's been drafted. So when he gets a call from Carolina, Matt Rhule, he thinks it's because they want him to come in and be an unsigned free agent. Check this call out. Check what happened on draft night. This is so dope.
Hey, Fletch, what's up, bro?
What's up, brother?
You coming or what?
Trying to figure it out right now.
No. I just drafted you. You coming or what?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, bro.
No, you did not.
Yeah. Welcome to Carolina.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. Welcome to the Carolina Panthers.
Dude, chill out, brother. Dude, I cannot wait to help you win, man. I cannot wait to help you win.
I love it. Well, hey,
thank you, brother.
Yeah,
thank you.
Here's our Mr. Stepper. Hold on. Fletcher, you're going to be good in Carolina.
Dude, let's go, baby.
You ready, man? You ready?
Of course. Are you kidding me? Am I ready? I'll walk my happy ass to Carolina right now, dude.
You walking?
Oh, if you want me to, I'll crawl on my hands and knees, bro.
We'll get you an escort here, okay?
Golly, dude, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Hey, Fletch, what's up?
How dope is that? Is that not the most, that is so freaking awesome, where he's like, you coming? He's like, well, we're trying to figure it out. He thinks he's going to be an unrestricted free agent. He thinks he's going to, not be a drafted NFL player, but maybe as a long snapper, you're like, ain't nobody taking me. Well, if they'll take big punter, they are definitely going to take the long snapper. So he's thinking it's an undrafted free agent call. It ends up that he was drafted. Such a dope ass moment in his life, and a really cool moment that we got to see. So gotta love that, man. Gotta love that. Hey, by the way, I know that the mods are busy cleaning up all this immature, lame, by the way, super lame trolls. Please tell me you're banning them and not just timing them out. Just ban them. Just ban them. Like this guy. Let's see. I know what he's gonna do already. How do you do I have to add them manually to, oh, thank you, House. Okay, good stuff. By the way, you guys are fucking losers. Just so we're all clear. You same lame trolls, You guys got to get a life. It's pretty fucking sad that this is what you do with your time. All right. So Daryl Morey, yesterday I had a quote from you for LeBron James. What? Why are we, what, who's being racist? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, we gotta ban Nick, please, Rev. Good, thank you. Oh boy, I tell you what. This is what we're gonna do. So you guys are going to troll this show. You're going to, what are you, 10? You could be doing, you guys, the 5 or 6 of you, that you could be doing so much more productive stuff. You could be sniffing your mom's panties, sucking her dick. I don't know, whatever it is you do in your spare time. Why you need to come on and troll this show? We're minding our own goddamn business. And you fucking weirdos and you losers, you absolute losers, have to troll a show. Yep, I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to ignore it. This is the perils of doing a live show. I understand that. Yep. Okay. Yesterday, real quick, we talked about LeBron James. We talked about the fact that he doesn't like the play-in game. And it's probably OU Mike. God, there's a blast from the past. Speaking of racist trolls, holy fuck. By the way, yeah, LeBron James came out and said he didn't like the play-in game. He said whoever came up with that was shit. Well, Daryl Morey, speaking of trolling, went on Twitter and kind of trolled LeBron James. He issued a tweet that said, quote, "I can't believe the NBA hastily implemented a change that makes games more interesting and meaningful." Yeah, kind of weird. Isn't that amazing that they do all this stuff to make it meaningful, to make it matter? And LeBron doesn't like it because he may have to be a part of it. Now, they speculate that Daryl's probably trolling LeBron simply because the Hong Kong incident. If you'll recall, when Daryl tweeted out the Hong Kong incident thing, LeBron was upset about it. He's like, yeah, you cost us a lot of money. You hurt the NBA. So maybe this is Daryl's way of kind of getting him back a little bit, giving him the business. Yeah, that is a fact. House is busy right now. House is probably wearing his mouse out right now. I don't know, Lou Dog. That might be true. Lou Dog said Josh Ennis is probably talking shit on air about you, Barry. See, that's the thing is I think you guys think I concern myself with Josh Ennis. I really don't. Like as much as I want to give him whatever credit I really couldn't give a fuck less about that dude. He's a Q Morning Zoo jock in Nashville. He means nothing to me. And if his weird ass, lame Twitch racist followers want to come to this show and give me free views and pump up my numbers and then say poop in the chat and get banned, fuck them. Let them do it. Thanks for inflating the numbers, guys. Because at the end of the day, Wesley knows. Fuck scabs and those who hire them. Yeah. I don't know. Now, see, here's the thing. So Nick is wondering about the trolls. It could be a few things. It could be Joel and Nick putting somebody up to it. But here's the thing. It could be Josh Ennis, but I don't think that. I mean, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I have no idea. I honestly don't give a fuck. If it's Joel and Nick, then it's funny. It's just distracting and annoying at the same time. If it's Josh Ennis, it's sad and it's petty. And you know what? You would expect a pussy to do that. Now, the thing is, why would I think it would be Josh over Joel and Nick? Because I think Joel and Nick would send people to have fun. But when you have a dude whose first name in the chat is Nick and his last name is Gerr, and he's trying to hide that racist word, that definitely lets you know it's Josh Ennis's folks. So, and instead of him being able to just come at me directly, he's going to send his racist ass followers. Good for you. Again, thanks for inflating the numbers. Yeah, come by Sports Right. Come by Sports Right tomorrow night. Come talk some shit on Sports Right. Because here's the difference. Unlike Josh Ennis, who does his Q Morning Zoo show and then he sits around and talks shit on Twitch I'm legitimately trying to do a show here. I'm just minding my own goddamn business, trying to do a show, and these immature. What's the word? I don't want to get too mean. I'm trying to be a professional here. But the fact is, like, just let me do my show. That's it. Just let me do my show. Because it's not even funny or entertaining. It's distracting and annoying at best. And now we've wasted too much time already on this stupid shit. So, nonetheless. Let me see. I think I got everything here. Oh! How many of you, you can say fuck, Paul, it's all good. How many of you bootlegged that, don't actually answer this, by the way. Yeah, that's right. Harvey does like to call them cunts. And let's be real, if they were, I don't know what, like Josh has a name for his followers, but cunts would probably be appropriate. How many of you, without showing your hands, just mentally raise your hand, bootlegged the Jake Paul fight? Don't actually say it in the chat. I don't want you to incriminate yourself. But check this out. So Triller, who is the company that does the Jake Paul fights, that puts them on. Triller, no, don't. Let me finish before you do that, House. Just kidding. You didn't do that. Paul, you can't say I mentally raised my hand because then that's a chat raising of the hand. Basically, Triller is out to get everybody that bootlegged that show or that fight. They said, now this is what they said. They said that the people that if you had a VPN or you just straight up went and bootlegged it directly, they're going to get your IP address and they are going to pursue the full amount, the full penalty of all 2 million people that bootlegged it. So they're going to go after 2 million people and try to get $150,000 per person. I mean, do you really think that that's going to happen? Do you really think that you're going to sue 2 million people for $150K each? Let me tell you exactly what Triller is doing. Triller isn't out here saying that they are. They're saying this. They're not going to do anything about this. Triller isn't going to sue it. Do you know how much that would cost in court? Now, granted, you only need to win, a couple to cover it. There's no way they do that. What they need to be going after, and what usually they do go after, is those that disseminate the fights. And I actually read this. That because I was looking up what's it called? The ramifications of copyright for live stuff. Apparently, consuming now, here's how this works. And I talked about this before. If you download a copywritten piece of work, if you download a song off of Napster back in the day, if you download a DVD, or a video or a movie, I should say, let's say you're on Kodi and you download the movie, that is illegal. You have now obtained copywritten material without paying for it, and the copyright owner doesn't benefit from it. So that's illegal. What I read, and I'm not a lawyer, this is not legal advice, but what I read is you cannot get in trouble for consuming a live event because you don't own the copyright. You're just watching it. However, the people that can get sued are the ones that actually disseminate it. So like the bootleg server that is sitting on the internet that everybody connects to watch this Jake Paul travesty. Whoever owns that server, whether it be the ISP or the server owner, whoever, those are the ones that are in trouble. But from what I read, and I tell you, Google this. I'd be curious to see if it's, I'd love to talk to a lawyer about it actually. But all the research I did said basically you cannot get in trouble for bootlegging a live event. If you download it, that is different. We'll see what happens. So good luck, Triller. Fact of the matter is, I don't think you're going to get your money back, Playboy. And by the way, what Triller needs to be doing rather than suing the 2 million people that watch that sham ass fight You need to be refunding the money to everybody. Ben Askren took a dive. Jake Paul is a joke. He's not a real boxer, and you don't have a real leg to stand on here. So, pretty sad day in boxing when that's the main story. Yo, I can't even tell you how much shit I allegedly downloaded on Napster, or would have if I was that kind of person. I mean, I had Napster, but I didn't ever download anything. But if I had, I would have burned a lot of CDs, DVDs. I was always worried about viruses. That was the thing. The virus thing is the scary. Like, even now, like, you go to a porn site, you go to bootleg a DVD or whatever. That shit is scary, man. I don't trust people. Rev said when I hear disseminate, I automatically hear inseminate. Okay. I mean, I don't think that's the same thing. Wesling said, slick PR move by Triller. Oh, that's a good one, John. Slick PR move by Triller. Distract from low pay-per-view sales by making it seem like millions bootlegged it. I didn't really think about that, Wesling. That's a good point. But they said they had, 1 million buys, 2 million buys? So now they're trying to say it would have been double? No, fam. Nobody wants to watch Jake Paul fight Ben Askren that much. I promise you. Paul said Napster was bad, but torrents took it to the next level. Yeah, all that. Pirate Bay is still around. And that's one of those things where if you go to Pirate Bay and you download Adobe, now you could get sued. Now you could be in violation of copyright laws. So be careful of that. I've just learned it's just easier now just to pay for the software. Like, just might as well. And by the way, we'll just do this because I know it. Because Photoshop and Adobe, for those of you that try to use that stuff, can be super expensive. There are some really good alternatives now. There used to be that was the only game in town. It was either Adobe, Photoshop, and Illustrator, and what's the other one? Premiere Pro for video editing. The new one is now, like, for photos and digital stuff, is Affinity. There is Affinity Designer and Affinity Photo. And both of them, I think, are like $40 or $50 one time. And then you get all the upgrades and everything else. That's it. So you pay for $100, you can get Affinity Photo and Affinity Designer. So you can, edit photos and create stuff, flyers or whatever for the internet for like $100. Whereas Photoshop or Adobe, I think, is like 20 something bucks a month. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So, all right, you know what? I'm not even going to take a break today because in 15 minutes or maybe a little less, I might add him early because there's a bunch of shit I want to talk about. In fact, Chris, are you ready? Mr. Hart, shake your head if you're ready. Let's just do it early. We've got 45 minutes left in the show. I don't need a pee break, so I'm not going to take one. But I want to add him. Now, he hasn't prepped, so I'm going to be fair to Mr. Hart. What's up, buddy?
Oh, what's up, buddy? Can you hear me good?
Why are you yawning and stretching?
Sorry. I was trying to get ready for what I knew was going to be a duel to the death.
Why do you think I'm going to duel to the death with you? You don't trust me? Do you have trust issues? Is that what you're telling me, Kristopher Hart? You have trust? You don't trust white people? No.
Listen, I come here weekly for my weekly misunderstanding, right? Where I say one thing and you twist it into 15 other things, and the way you were getting a little spicy earlier, I'm excited to pop in a little early to.
That's the thing, man. And I'm not trying to. By the way, welcome to the show. If y'all don't know, Kristopher Hart, the Whiskey Neat Show airs every week on ESPN. It's also a podcast that you can download or watch it on YouTube. And he is the host. And by the way, was there last week. Was super enjoyed it. Got shit-faced before the show.
It was rough, man. It was rough.
Oh my God. I don't know how I hung with you on that. That's when I knew, honest to God, I haven't drank in May. And I think I'm going to stop drinking because it was becoming an issue. Like, it's becoming an issue. Look, as he sips his. How do you do it, Kristopher?
Do what?
So I have a history of alcoholism in my family, and I realized that, like, I've been very lethargic. I have been moody, down in the dumps. I said, I don't know if it's just depression or burnout or what I'm feeling, but I was like, man, I just need some wins. I need some good shit to happen. I need to be positive again. I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do anything. I don't know if it's just sleep or what, right? Is it depression, sleep, burnout, all of it? And then I thought, you know what? I don't sleep. I drink too much. My diet is terrible. I don't exercise. I work too much. I probably need to start fixing that. So the first two things that I thought is, all right, I'm going to start going to bed at midnight and getting up at 7. I'm going to get 7 hours of sleep a day, and I'm going to stop drinking.
Okay, now hold on. That's a little too far. Why I don't understand why we demonize
depression.
It's all no. Yeah, just embrace it. Just embrace it. Just lean into it. No, listen. My family, same thing. I've had an uncle that died of consumption. I've half the family's Irish, the other half's Italian. There's some drinking issues. What I've learned is moderation, and if I'm not sure, drinking every day isn't even a sign of alcoholism. The red flags for alcohol abuse, or what they call alcohol use disorder now, because abuse is so negative, it is if you try to take a break but can't. Give it a couple of weeks off. Add exercise, like what Westling said. Get some sleep. Take a week off. Try something else. If I want to stop drinking beer, I can replace it with a LaCroix, and just if you're wanting something bubbly, then just do that. It's not that hard.
I think though and I don't think it's like the alcohol is directly contributing to it. I think it's just a factor, right? Like I think it's poor diet. Sure. I mean, I eat like shit, and I think if you're not getting any sleep, you're eating like shit, you're not exercising, you're drinking more than you ever have in your life, probably. and I'm working my ass off. I feel like all of that combined is a bet. So I thought, you know what, an easy thing to do is give up drinking for a while, get my body clock back right, get on my sleep schedule, maybe start eating a little healthier. Shout out to Jerry Bow. I got some good meals coming because I joined his group, and you get a free week of delicious meals. So slowly making these changes, but like I have to be careful, dude, because my entire dad's side of the family were all alcoholics. And my dad's still alive, and he's, he drinks too much. He's got a problem. So I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. Addiction runs rampant in my family. My sister had a drug and alcohol addiction issue. So I'm like, I don't want to be that guy where I'm like needing it every day. So
Sure. Well, so let me say this. I did do an episode, and stop me if I've already talked about this before, but I did do an episode with 2 doctors from the Baylor College of Medicine last year, and they're doing studies on alcohol. Our perception and our understanding of alcohol abuse is actually quite misunderstood. The worst thing that I've done in the past 6 months was doing shots with you at 9 a.m. Last week. So just that aspect of us drinking and then talking and pontificating, and the amount of stuff that I had to get people to just
all
cut
the
out.
Racist things you said. You guys should go see. How much stuff did get cut out? Was there a lot? Was it bad?
What's so funny is everything that got cut out, I was like, I'm sure we're good. I listened to it that morning after I'd already uploaded it, and I was like, damn it, we left in the Betty White thing. we left in the Betty White being cornhole joke that you made.
Was that not appropriate?
But it's just not my thing. I did, for the show, I try to keep it a bit more clean. And
I got you. Well, we can come on here and talk about Betty White getting cornhole. That's different, right? You don't mind that?
She's a national treasure. National treasure.
Okay, I'm just fine.
But no, it was fun. It was fun. But that takes a toll on your body much more severe. It's just shots and then running yourself ragged. And if you're exhausted and overworked, and dude, don't kid yourself. You do this every day, 5 days a week. Like, it's hard for me to get an episode out a week, and you do it 5 a week. It's insane. Of course you're exhausted.
Plus the Twitch streams. Plus we just created a new show called Sports Riot on Wednesdays. Yeah. Instead of scaling back, I'm adding. So, yeah. Probably
you're overextended,
smart.
buddy.
I think so. That's why I said I don't know if it's just exhaustion, if it's depression, if it's whatever it is, because I've never been that guy that's been depressed. And I talked about this to open the show yesterday, and I try to be real candid about it. I try to be very open with my audience and have these these honest discussions, because I think a lot of times as men, and I don't know how you feel about this, but I think a lot of times as men, we tend to, I should put it on the other one. Do you like the other view better? Do you like this view better?
I'm fucking with it. Sorry.
Because I know you got the fancy setup. How's that? Is that better?
No, I wanted to make sure that when I'm looking at this, I can still look at your face. And I'm sorry.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. No, all good. But I had this discussion with my with.
By the way, I love that.
Huh?
I love that your instinct was like, does your ego need to show everybody your bottles? Should I?
No, I know you said. Look, I have to. No, I set up a.
Damn it! Every fucking week with you, man. Every week,
now,
like I can't.
Now who's putting words in whose mouth?
I can't just adjust my thing, and you're like, dude, you need to show the class your toys, or is there's not even like a remote of benefit of the doubt.
That's not what I meant was you have a nice setup, and I was like, I fucked it up. I want him to be able to show his studio, his scene. Like that's like right now mine looks bad because these are all the donated video games that I'm going to be trying to give to shelters across the area. But normally, like I'm going to have all this done.
Subtle flex.
Already dropped off some, but I'm going to have like for my 1 year anniversary show, I'm going to have all this redone. I want people to see it. I didn't waste time putting all this together for them to be on this tight shot and not see it all. That wasn't a.
No, I interrupted your story.
Man.
I
get
when it's side by side like this. Yeah, it looks like I'm half a lamp. I'm out of center, and I was trying to figure it out.
So your vein is what it is. It's not the seeds that you're vein. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Shelby said I'm a workaholic. Yeah, that's probably that's probably a thing.
You need a break.
So anyways, I was talking about, because I think as men, a lot of times we feel like we can't have depression or talk about it or, have those things, right?
Amen.
And so I was like, you know what, if I'm feeling this, I at least want to go on and talk about it. And maybe I'm not clinically depressed. Maybe I don't have depression. Maybe it's exhaustion, whatever it is, but I don't know what's happening to me, but I'm not the same person I usually am. I'm not the same upbeat, fun, positive guy. I mean, I come on here and I fake it the best I can for a couple hours. And then I'm just like it started raining today. I swear to God, this is the truth. It started raining today and I was praying for the lights to go out. Instead of texting you, can you make it? I was just like, what if I just lose power? I would just fucking sleep all day. It would just, I don't know what that is, but I know that that's not normally me. So I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to be open about it. And I got to tell you, I have been really appreciative of everybody that has reached out, because a lot of people, after I had that frank and honest discussion on camera, behind the scenes just shot a message. It's like, hey man, I feel the same way, man. Thank you for talking about it. Thank you for bringing it out into the public and as a man and just being able to say that so other dudes can kind of accept that. I've had people tell me, hey, after watching that, I called a counselor. I'm going to go and that's why I did it, right? Because I don't know what to do. Like I'm going to go get blood work done, but I just want dudes to know that it's okay. You're not a pussy because you're like, oh man, I don't feel normal. Something's wrong either emotionally or mentally or whatever. Figure that out. That's what it's about. Figure that out.
It took me some time being married to be comfortable experiencing that in front of my wife. There's just something about, I'm a very social person, but there have been a couple of moments, especially as our daughters get a little older and they're going through like dating and, what normal development for teenagers, and just trying to make sure that I'm not a bad dad or it took time. I mean, are you comfortable enough talking to your, do you pull away from your wife when that thing happens, or do you just kind of?
So I mean, look, if I do, it's not because I don't feel like we've been together since 1998. I mean, like I'm rocking with Nora till the wheels come off, right? We're best friends. We're just, this is who I'm going to die with. I have no plans. I don't love, there's no way I could love anybody more than I love her, right? So it's not the comfort factor. I think what it is she's doing her, she's got her.
I mean, I'm a little offended.
Why?
I mean, I love you. I love you a lot. I don't know why you would just put.
Oh well,
you didn't have to say you love her more than me, but I get it. It's fine. Go ahead.
So I think what it is like she's going through her own shit at work, right? And I think I don't want to burden her because she's got her own problems and her own issues, right? So I mean, at most I've just told her, I don't feel like my normal self. So she's like, well, let's go to a primary care physician, get some blood work done, and figure out what's wrong with you. And that's cool. I mean, and if she asked about it, I would, but I guess for me, I just look at it as I don't want to burden her with it. It's not that I wouldn't have that open conversation with her. I absolutely would. And she would definitely listen. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird.
It's tough. But I definitely agree with what everyone's saying. I think your issue in particular is you have been running yourself ragged. I mean, you're talking 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, all the show prep, all the after, trying to fit in Twitch. If you're doing stand up, like, dude, you've got like 50 things on your plate.
No. Yeah, I know. Here's the thing though. And
Justin with the heaviness, man.
Yeah. Justin said that my biggest issue with what I feel like is my version of depression is I don't want to be a burden to anyone. Yeah. That's the other thing. You might recognize it, but you don't want to feel like you're putting that burden on anybody else. I think as men, we're just like, I got to be manly. I got to fucking just handle this. And it's okay to ask for help, right? Amos said you need to go to church. No, I'm not going. I'll call Joel Osteen. No, that would infuriate me. Oh my God.
His doors are still shut.
Infuriate me. Yeah, I'm having this flood of emotions. There's no way he's going to let me in. See what I did there? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Headlining comedian, Barry on deck.
I think though, I think what I'm doing, and as you guys are saying, I'm a workaholic and I work too much and this, that, and the other. I wonder if it's just, and this is just me like evaluating myself. I wonder if I'm overcompensating because I lost my job. I wonder if I'm like, okay, I don't have a job, so I have no value and no worth. So I have to do as much as I can to try to compensate for that to myself, to Nora, to the public, to everybody else. That
Sure.
may be it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Plus I also know we're broke. So with only one job, like you got, this is 2-income household, or it's supposed to be. So you got to hustle.
So you guys hit that super chat real quick and tell Barry how much.
No, don't do that. Don't listen. No, this Joel said this is very therapeutic. See, and that's the good thing, Joel. I know that. Look, when people are going to fall off like numbers wise. I'm looking at the live stream and you can see that some people are like, not my thing, and that's okay. That's okay.
A little too serious.
Yeah, a little too serious. They're here for the giggles and the laughs. Totally understand that. But I think too, there has to be these moments where you can have two grown ass men do a show like this, have a serious conversation about mental health. And be okay with it and be able to joke about it, but be able to be serious about it and not shy away from it. Like it's not okay for dudes to feel this way. So, yeah, I get that. Okay. Now I've got a bunch of topics that I saved for,
hit me with it
for you. I'm going to give you the option.
Okay.
These are all the topics that we can discuss. And I know you haven't, the benefit of the doubt, you guys, I didn't send these to him ahead of time.
If anyone's quick at making snap judgments, it's me, and I will lean in on them. So hit me with it. I'm ready to go.
I feel like that was a shot direct. All right. First one is we can review all 23 Marvel Cinematic movies that were ranked from worst to best. That's number one. Number two, There's a story about a time traveler from 2582. And what he says is going to happen. There is the real hidden meaning behind the Outcast lyrics to Hey Ya. Or your fourth option is a son helped his mom set up her OnlyFans.
All right, so hit me with the OnlyFans first, because that seems like the low-hanging fruit.
Rem said not number one. I don't want to leave mad. Everybody, by the way, all the deckheads fucking hate my take on Marvel and the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, really?
Are you a Marvel dork? Are you like I love it?
I like them. I watch them all.
Okay.
I like them.
Okay.
I think they fit a niche, and I'm happy to explore that niche. In fact, if you haven't seen the new Amazon Prime Invincible cartoon, it's fucking incredible.
Okay.
J.K. Simmons plays a cartoon version.
He's a guard
of,
for the Sixers. Right? Oh no, that's Benson.
No, J.K. Simmons, the guy who played J. Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man.
I don't know who that is.
He was in the Drum movie. You've seen him in 50 things. Google J.K. Simmons. He plays. He does the voice for this cartoon version of Superman, but he has an ulterior motive that's very dark.
Yes, I know who J.K. Simmons is now. Yes.
The show is Invincible. It's absolutely amazing. Chris Davis, Invincible is amazing. Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the best, most well-written insanely well choreographed fight scenes, like just absolutely. But hit me with it all. I'm down. We've got time. I'll tell you. I
want to see what's the one thing I really know J.K. Simmons from, because his face is very familiar, but I'm like, but what do I really know him from? Was it like a TV show? Was he on like Law and Order or some
50,000
shit?
things.
I'm looking I don't know.
Whiplash, yeah.
Law and Order SVU. Law and Order SVU. He was on that. He was on Oz. I never watched that. Excuse me.
He's a poor man's Sam Elliott. Hey, you want to hear a little side story about Sam Elliott?
Oh, I would love
to. I'm pretty sure he has a love child out there. That never, because his time was before paparazzi, right? Sam Elliott is, one of the most iconic mustaches, one of the most iconic voices.
Yes.
Cool. Fantastic guy.
Banquet beer, right? Isn't that the banquet beer guy? Doesn't he do the Coors commercials?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I thought so.
I've got a buddy who lives in Colorado, and in this small town, there's this woman that lives in the small town that is her house is filled of pictures of her partying with Patrick Swayze, Sam Elliott. She's never been married. She just spent her time in the 70s and 80s partying with, Patrick goddamn Swayze. What's the guy that was in Tombstone? I'm Not Your Huckleberry. That guy, Val Kilmer.
Yes.
She's got all these images of her and then her daughter
looks like Sam Elliott.
The daughter's name is Sam, named after Sam Elliott.
Oh, she's got a sweet handlebar mustache. She's like, "Hey, mom, we're out of Cheerios."
When you ask her about her father, she's like, "He's not in the picture." I'm like, "Yeah, but who is he?" And she's like, "No, he's the guy."
I just meant he's not in this picture. He's over here in this picture. It's Sam Elliott.
Dude, I am 100% sure that his love child is out there in Colorado right now. But
that's crazy. By the way, Val Kilmer, worst Batman of all. Are we all in agreement?
Oh, he's
on
awful.
That? Yeah, he was the worst.
Oh, can we give Ben Affleck a little bit of a break as being the best? Because those movies. The movies that Christian Bale were in were the best movies for sure, but he sounded like a bear being raped. Like it was the worst Batman of all time. Yeah, that bear had COVID. It was the worst.
I'm going to tell you.
Ben Affleck.
Go ahead.
Ben Affleck caught all this heat for being, they were suspicious of him being a good Batman, but he was objectively a great Batman.
The best Batman was Pete Holmes, by the way. Are we all in agreement with that?
Yeah, we're in agreement. We're in agreement.
Have you seen that series, Bad Man?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh no, genius. He does his lips like this. Yeah.
I was inside of you. Like what? Several times. Bane's like, okay. He's like, no, she liked it. He's like, okay. They're like, would you just stop?
Dude, whenever
you didn't ask me to stop when I was inside you. It's literally some of the funniest, best writing ever. You guys go look up Badman, Badman. It's a college humor thing with Pete Holmes. Fucking hilarious.
Oh, Pete Holmes broke down every flaw out there. Like the idea of like he met up with Superman and it's like, why would you want my help? Like, why are we working together? I literally have zero powers. Like, why would Superman, the Man of Steel, dude, it's amazing. And then when he was killing people, but he would refuse to acknowledge it, he goes, I don't kill people. I just put them to sleep. And then there's like a dude with the freaking battering in his head.
Is he going to wake up? They're like, what? No, he's dead. What? He'll wake up. It's so great. It's so great. Okay, so you said you wanted to start. So we'll save the Marvel. The deckheads hate my takes on Marvel. It infuriates
You just hate
them.
the series?
No, I love it. I watch it all the time, but I just give my honest opinion, and it infuriates them for some reason. I have no idea why. It's all very well thought out, as you can imagine.
Well, I don't think we have to necessarily break down every single film, but I'll tell you right away which ones on the list are in the wrong spot.
Sure, so we'll do that.
Because there's some real bad ones.
But let's start with the OnlyFans. Okay, so this kid and that lady. This is Leonard Hathaway. He's 19.
Most voted most likely to date rape. I mean, look at him. He looks like a villain. That's his mom.
He looks like an equate version of Justin Timberlake. I don't know why we're roasting this kid because I don't know him, but yeah, that's his mom. I don't know anyone that's ever looked at their mom that way. Like, have you ever looked lovingly into your mom's eyes like that? That is fucking weird, bro.
That is right. I mean, let's be honest. It's not his fault. His mom is on OnlyFans. Look at her. She doesn't look like America's best mom here. Let's be a little bit fair here.
So
that family situation is pretty fucked.
Her name is what is
Glitter. Mercedes.
So she's been in Playboy. She was in the Brazilian version of Playboy. Her name is Lucine Duarte. And she was a former Brazilian Playboy playmate. She was Miss Bum Bum. Or she was in, she won the Miss Bum Bum competition. What the fuck? Donaldson. That's not Zach Wilson and his mom. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay, so what this kid did is mom wanted to make an OnlyFans, but she doesn't have any technical prowess. So he was like, I got you, fam. And he made her OnlyFans account. Is that weird? Is that creepy? Like, he set it up for her so she could have an OnlyFans account where she gets bucket naked for strangers for money. Is that weird? I mean, anybody that looks at their mom like that is a little weird to begin with.
Total missed opportunity to Photoshop that innocent guy's face over this kid before you showed it.
I don't have the time for that. Yeah. Nor do I give a fuck about that dude. That's a good point, though.
It would have been so funny if you just slipped in a subtle dig. Yeah, no, that's completely bizarre. And what's worse is the implications. It implicates a level of comfortability and dysfunction that's probably, I mean, let's be real. The kids probably looked at it.
That's the weird part,
awful.
Right? Now,
it's just awful.
There was another story within the story here because they were saying, well, she's not the only mom to have done this either. There was another woman who has an OnlyFans and admitted that her 14-year-old daughter takes the pictures for her. That's super weird. Now, at least it's not a 14-year-old son, but nonetheless, that's just, I don't know. That seems to be beyond creepy to me.
I mean, it's completely unhealthy and it's definitely dysfunctional. There's no disagreement there whatsoever. She's probably not in a good place, and that kid is not going to be. The kid's not getting married and having 4 kids and a white picket fence. That kid's going to be twice divorced by the time he's 28.
Now, I'm capturing some photos for you. Now, these are all from the article, okay?
And I thought it was from our OnlyFans.
No. So this was the stint on Playboy. Okay. So I'll just slide that. Right. I'll slide her in between us. So that was the stint on Playboy. She's hashtag blessed. Okay. Right.
I mean, yeah. Very fulfilling life.
Another picture of mom and son. I mean, if ever there was a dude that looked like he would create an OnlyFans for his mom, it's this guy.
Yeah, it's not.
Now
I'm trying to process his chin and his forehead in the same photo.
And then this.
are we just gonna pretend?
This is mom. Now, along the way, I feel like there's been a breakdown in communication. That's not the. Look, we all get older. Okay? I'm not the same handsome man that I used to be. But that's just, look, this isn't working. I don't see it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not my cup of tea. But it depends on what she's charging for OnlyFans. And sorry there, Justin, for the shot at the 28-year-old with 2 divorces. My bad.
Justin took that personally. What? Eesh.
I just mean that kid's not clearly looking to settle down.
House said if your kid's your best friend, you're a bad parent.
House is accurate. Accurate.
Now, see, I don't have kids. Is that true? But don't you want to be your kid's friend or no? Is that frowned upon in parenting circles?
No. So here's the thing. All the pictures you just showed, it seems to be just this kid and his mom. So I'm assuming dad's not in the photo.
I'm not seeing a photo of dad. Yeah, I don't see a dad anywhere.
There tends to be this thing that happens as kids get older when there's a single parent where they become more friends than anything. I don't necessarily think it means they're a bad parent, but it definitely causes some red flags, some issues in normal, healthy development. And it's unfortunately a truth in divorce, right? So, and if it's just a single parent and a teenage kid, they're going to become the bestest of friends. It's something that's hard to ignore. Although, that being said, one of the things I look forward to is when my daughters are adults, hanging with them. We have so much fun with them now. You know, we did family movie night the other night. We watched a scary movie, and it does feel like more of a friendship. You have to be a parent, not a pal. Absolutely, Shelby. But there has to be a line. It's kind of like being friends with your employees. That kid's his own stepdad. Well, he might be.
It's fucking hilarious. Now, look, I'm a product of divorce. My parents got divorced when I was 6 years old. Raised by my mom and my sister, right? Why did you pause like that? You were like, oh, that explains so much.
No, I was pausing because Incarnate said, did Chris just mention 2 chins and a large forehead? First of all, leave my forehead alone.
I totally ignored that, by the way. I just want to point out I did not acknowledge that because I saw it and was like, well, that wasn't very nice. But we were roasting the kid, so all's fair in love and war. I have several. I have several chins. Hence the having to quit drinking. It's an issue. So, I mean, like, my mom and I were friends, but it wasn't like if my mom was like, listen, mama needs some money. So mom is going to take nude pictures and put them on the internet. Now, I just need you to create the account. I would be like, I'm not fucking creating an account for you, you weirdo. I just wouldn't do that. But my mom would never ask me to. I just feel like there's that weird, like, my mom and I were friends growing up because, you know, single parent and my sister was off in rehab and shit. And so it was just the two of us. Right. But it was also like, she was still a disciplinarian. She was still like a parent.
So when
that's just fucking
when
weird,
when I was 17, I got someone pregnant in high school, and my mom called me. My mom called me at the premiere of iRobot with Will Smith to ground me. So
she found out while you weren't home, or what? How did that work?
What
did you leave the
is,
fucking picture? What do they call it? The sonogram?
I didn't even have a car at the time. I had that. No, so I was with friends. We were watching iRobot with Will Smith, and I was riding with friends. I was in high school, and as close as me and my mom were, there was a line. And her getting a phone call from my daughter's mother's parents, like, your son knocked up my daughter, was enough for the friendship to go out the window and for that ass whooping to happen through the phone. So I had to get a ride back from the middle of my movie to get grounded. So I'm with you. There is a line. There has to be a line.
Yeah.
And it needs to be clear.
I have so many questions. I'm not going to ask because that's a personal.
Hit me.
No, that's so much. First of all, why are you fucking in high school without a condom?
What's a condom?
Oh my God. Kids don't listen. There are young impressionable kids that watch this show. Why are you out here risking it for the biscuit, dude? What are you doing? What? Like, what? A 17-year-old you could go back. Would you do it again? Just like that?
My wife and I have talked about this. If I could go back and guarantee that I have the same kid later,
was it your wife?
Yeah, I would wait.
Was it your wife?
No.
Okay. Now, listen, you stop me at any moment that I get too personal, but you said ask. Okay. So I'm going to ask.
Hit me.
So this female from high school is not your current wife?
No, I've never been married before. I was 16. She was 18. Who answers their phone during iRobot? That's the greatest. The greatest question. So you know what that means? It means I did hit ignore, and then my phone kept going off, and I looked down. And it's answer your fucking phone right now. It's essentially what happens when a kid gets 15 calls in a row in the middle of
their mom. I just turned that bitch off. I'll be like, my phone was off. It just went straight to voicemail. Yeah, I turned it off. It's the movies. Okay. That wasn't going to make the kid go away any faster.
Yeah. Yeah, so my oldest daughter, she's alive. We didn't get rid of her. She's
Okay, well, that was I didn't want to ask, but honest to God, I really wanted to ask. Like, okay, you were 17, it was high school. You know, I get it. Shit happens. I had
to trade a bunch of Pokemon cards for the abortion. It's fine. Listen, so my daughter is. Hey, those Charizards can get you 2.5, just for the record.
What the fuck? You're like, how much can I get for these Pokemons? They're like, I'll give you $30.
And a coat hanger.
How much is an abortion? Can you do 150? What the fuck? That is not a conversation that a 17-year-old should be having. Jesus Christ.
Nah, so, it was tough. Yeah, so eventually my mom realized.
So you were a dad at 18? I'm guessing. Or
17,
maybe late 17.
17.
Okay.
17.
So this was early.
Yeah,
you were fucking at 16-ish.
Yeah.
I'm speaking.
No. My mom eventually had to realize that I can't ground you anymore because it doesn't make sense at this point, right?
Grounding isn't like Thanos where the baby goes away. Like, that's not gonna fix it, right? Like,
yeah.
Like, you're grounded, and the baby's like, Mom, I don't feel good. Like, oh, we don't have a daughter anymore. Great, it worked, Mom. Thanks.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. So she eventually. That was the end of that was the transition from child to adult, and there had to be like this. There's got to be some lines at that age, which is the whole thing. So. Yeah. I had a daughter in high school.
So do you struggle with that? Because if you're that close, I mean, you and your daughter are only 17 years apart. That's more likely that you two would be friends as well as a parent, right? Like, that would be more of a struggle than, say, if you're 35 and have a kid, or 25 or whatever. It's a pretty close relationship.
Yeah. So we're pretty. I mean. It's tough at this age. You just want to make sure you don't screw up because you only get one chance, you know. But our daughter's pretty. They're pretty independent. They are our friends, but we learn to pick our battles with them, just like anyone should. I mean, how old you have a kid, right?
I have a cat. I have a cat.
Oh, I thought you had one kid.
No.
So I have two. I have four.
You have 4 kids?
4 kids. Yeah. Youngest daughter named Nora. Spelled the same. It's a good name. Actually named after your wife. We actually went to high school together. We were best friends.
We have a kid together, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I got this little redheaded Mexican running around.
Just connect the dots, right? Like, I'm bringing it full circle. This is where you find out that
what the fuck?
My oldest daughter is your...
I'm a stepdad. Wait a second. Is that how it works? Maybe. I don't know. That'd be fucking hilarious. I don't have any kids. You'd be like, yeah, you do. What? You're a stepdad. Huh?
For some reason, I thought you had a son.
Mm-mm.
Like a newborn son, a young son.
I don't have any kids. No. I got lucky in that respect. Like, there was a point when I was like, if we had kids, I'd probably be happy. But I'm not like, oh man, I need to have kids. In fact, I divorced my first wife because I was not ready to own a house and have kids. And we had just bought a house, and I was already like, I don't want to do this. I'm 23, 22. I think because we got married when I was 21. So I was young. I didn't want that responsibility. I wanted to live in an apartment and just, ball out of control and have fun. And she wanted a house and kids. And I was like, no, fam, definitely don't want kids, and I don't want a house right now. And so then I met Nora like 6 months later, and I've been with her ever since. And we felt the same way. She doesn't want kids. I don't want kids. So we got lucky. I think if I wanted kids, she would still be like, nah, we're good. So even, I wish it wouldn't bother me, but we got in that regard, which I think is weird. It's rare that'll happen, right? Most people want to have kids. We're the weird ones. Not people that have kids or want to have kids. I get that, but we just got lucky and found each other, and we both think the same way in that regard. So no, never, and no desire to. Never had a desire to.
Yeah, and you two are ride or die too, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could have more, I would, and I absolutely agree with Flip.
Look how many people
why I'll never give up on drinking.
Look how many people are like team 4 kids. Everybody in this fucking chat has 4 kids. Team 4 kids. Like Westling is team 4 kids. Jesus Christ, people. I mean, we know Kristopher's pullout game is whack. We learned that from the first story as 17. No condoms. What's wrong with the rest of y'all?
You know what's crazy? I remember.
Just
this is too much information.
Pullout game. Oh no, this is the best. Go ahead.
I remember April 19th, 2004. I lost my virginity.
Okay.
4 months later, I had a baby. Not 4 months later, she was born. 4 months later, iRobot came out and found out I was having one. Like I didn't have any shenanigans. Like my life has been very.
Okay. Because I was like, wait a second. I know I'm not a good speller, but I'm pretty good at math. Was she a preemie? Like what?
No,
you're saying you found out 4 months later.
I'm saying that my repertoire in social activities, I didn't do drugs. I think having a kid early just kind of knocked all that nonsense out of me.
So your very first time having sex, you got her pregnant?
Well, no. Within 3-4 months, yes.
God,
so there wasn't like any kind of time to figure out how it worked or.
What? God,
everyone kept telling me about this mythical thing called a clitoris. You know, those things don't exist.
Whatever. What G-spot? I'm still working on A through F spot. Get out of here. I don't know. Did you not watch Bridgerton? Like there's the whole pullout game thing. Like what? I don't know.
I was a sheltered kid. I just didn't know any better. But I got really into Marvel movies. Nice segue there.
Look who's professional. Are we doing Marvel or time travel? What do you want to do?
Tell me this time travel thing. I don't really understand.
I think the Marvel, it's going to be too long because there's a lot of goddamn Marvel movies. All 23 of them ranked. There's going to be a lot of arguing that goes into that. The time travel thing is pretty simple. So there's a time traveler on TikTok who has warned us that they are back from the year, where's my time travel? The year 2582. And they said, this is an anonymous time traveler, by the way, on TikTok. They said that on May 8th, 2021, 4 days from now, astronauts will discover a planet exactly like Earth in our solar system. It will be an exact clone of our Earth with a mirrored effect.
I don't understand why these things garner anyone's attention. What's so stupid about this is it's only 4 days from now. If you're trying to get followers and build your TikTok platform.
You said it like somebody's dad. You are such a dad. You're TikTok. You pronounced every consonant and vowel somehow. You're TikTok.
I can't even process my thoughts with you sometimes.
That's the whole point. Just get you all flustered and distracted. Go ahead. So you were saying it's bullshit.
So the religious folks have been doing this for years where they basically build a following by predicting, hey, you have 1 year from now to get your life in order, give me all your worldly possessions, donate all your money to the church. You've got time to gather resources. Why this person garnered any attention whatsoever on a platform like TikTok is pretty amazing. But two, why would he only give himself 4 days to cash in on this scam?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be debunked in 4 days. You remember when 2021, was it not 2021, 2011 was supposed to be the end of the world, the Mayan calendar?
The Mayan calendar, yep.
That was like decades in advance. They gave time. I mean, people literally gave up their entire worldly possessions for it. This is a complete waste of everyone's time, especially with how comic booky the prediction is.
Pete Jones said, I bet he believes in aliens are real. Because I believe in aliens.
Aliens are real.
Aliens are real.
Yeah.
I believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
What's weird is I believe in ghosts. I believe in aliens, but I don't necessarily believe in like God. I am not I'm not atheist. I am
agnostic.
Agnostic. That's what it is. I'm a proof guy.
So
I'm
you believe
scientific
in ghosts,
proof guy. Yeah,
but you don't believe in the Holy Ghost.
Yeah, fact. Yeah,
that's the most illogical thing I've heard on this show to date, and that says something because there has been some things said on the show that should not be repeated.
Shit.
So look, the idea that it's very simple. The idea that aliens exist is more like a probability, more likely to happen. Right. If I'm not mistaken, they said study would reveal that they're fake. Yeah. So aliens are likely real. God's a bit more of a question, sure. Ghosts are nonsense. Demons, that the idea of people.
Wait, you believe in God, but you won't believe in demons and ghosts? It works both ways. If you're saying I'm crazy because I believe in ghosts but don't believe in the Holy Ghost, then you're going to tell me there's this.
Question. I said God was more of a question.
Why can't ghosts be a question then?
Because I haven't seen.
Do you not watch Ghost Hunters? Do you not watch
no,
Crossing Over
I'm not
with John
45
Edwards?
Years old, living in my mother's parents. No, I'm not gonna watch Crossing Over with John Edwards.
Hey, babe, he said that Ghost Hunters only losers watch Ghost Hunters.
Yeah, tell her she'll remember me. She'll know. She'll know.
Son of a bitch. If she doesn't, just send her a picture of my dick. Do you recognize him now?
It would be so funny if she just replied with, "Oh, that Chris, he's crazy."
Typical Chris.
No. The idea that God exists is a possibility, but you have to acknowledge the fact that he doesn't care the way that you want him to care, right? So like growing up, we were always told that, oh, thank God for my new car. Thank God people will post their new SUV, or like, hey, we just paid off our house. Thank God for all of our blessings, and they're cute 5 blonde kids and one looks a little skaty. What doesn't make sense is the vice versa of that. Like, why does rape exist? Why does murder? Why does kids with cancer?
Right.
If God does exist, you have to acknowledge that in all likelihood, this was a hands-off. It's a hands-off experiment. I mean, the Bible tells you that. Bible even will tell you that that you have to make the decision. You have to choose to come to God. You have to choose to not murder and rape. But those who do, they don't interfere with, right? I mean, so this idea that God exists, absolutely, I'm all for it. I believe that it's a possibility, but I believe that if God does exist, he doesn't really care as much as we like to pretend he does. Thank you, God, for this. Well, I know people who my mother lost everything during Harvey, everything, to the point that there was a brief moment where we had other families. We didn't know who to help first. And we had to literally have the discussion with our finances. Which one of our family members needed more money, needed the money more that we could help, because we couldn't help both. Like this. Well, I believe God exists, but I also don't, I'm not going to blame him for the world's problems.
I think it's I mean, certainly not something we're going to be able to get the chat is going crazy. Like, third hour. We want a third hour and get into this. We have like 1 minute left in the show, but everybody's wanting a third hour. So you and I can talk religion for an hour. I think we should pick this up next week though. Let's have a more philosophical religious discussion next week. Because right now we're talking time travel. Do you believe in time travel?
I believe the concept makes sense. I mean, I believe it could be possible. I mean, we do know for sure that things like gravity affect how we experience time. I cannot wait to dissect what P. Jones is saying about aliens not being real. I really want to fucking respond to that. But no, we do know that gravity and those things will slow down time, and in other ways speed up time. So the foot's in the door for the conversation. I'm open to it. I believe that
by the way, I love that you said that, because that's the one thing that I have. Like, this is obviously it's a ridiculous nonsense to suggest that this guy is from the year 2528 warning us about. Now, there are some people that say space is via TikTok. You got all these goddamn advancements 500 years from now, but you fucking TikToking? You're TikToking? But there are a lot of people that say space is not flat, it's curved. And that's why you hear about parallel universes. And maybe that's what they were trying to say. I don't know. That's a theory that people have, like space is curved, and, traveling through space could be faster if you could travel through the curve. But the one thing about time travel, which is true, and Neil deGrasse Tyson did this on, I don't know if it was Through the Wormhole or whatever show that was Morgan Freeman. But there was a show that Neil deGrasse Tyson did where he talked about time travel is it could occur. we may never be able to experience it, but the gravitational pull, like you talked about, of a black hole, if you were to circle, everything slows down the closer you get to the center of a black hole. So if you were to be able to jump into that gravitational pull and then get out of it, by the time you came out, time would have changed. Like I think you're moving slower than the rest of space is, so you would lose time. You would travel.
If you were to travel, I think, I don't remember exactly, I think it's 1 light year. If you were to go 1 light year and you're in a spaceship traveling at the speed of light, by the time you got back, right, that's the distance light has traveled in 1 year and then back again. It's a unit of measurement, not a unit of time. That you would experience that as 1 year of your life, right? But those of us on Earth, it would be 50 years later.
That's crazy. Right? So that one I hadn't heard. That's deep.
Time travel in the basic sense absolutely can exist and arguably does to some scale. Is the guy on TikTok talking about us discovering a planet and then what? I mean, give us more to it. Or if you're going to make the prediction, I mean, what if he's true, right? What if he's real, if there's a mirrored planet, okay? Then what? Like, give us more to that. I mean, what's the next fucking cryptocurrency?
You gotta like and subscribe to
his OnlyFans set up by his son.
That's outstanding. How can the people, speaking of liking and subscribing, I didn't take a break today. I got to pee. I got to get the fuck out of here.
I got to pee like crazy.
People are wanting a third hour. I didn't even take a break between hour 1 and 2 today. How can the people follow you and like and subscribe to your products?
Yeah, you guys go check out last week's episode I did with Barry, where we talked and drank and talked sports for an hour and then got into some really weird conversation about naked Betty White. Check it out on YouTube. Kristopher Hart is the name. Kristopher with a K, last name Hart. Whiskey Neat is the name of the show on ESPN 97.5 on the weekends, and of course on all your podcasting platforms every single Friday. Thank you so much for having me.
This is so much fun.
I love it, man. I hope you're feeling better.
I appreciate it.
Let's get together in person soon because I know we live on opposite sides of Houston.
Yes.
So let's.
I was down your way dropping off some of these games to Bay Area Turning Point in Webster. I didn't even think about that. I should have.
10 minutes away
for lunch. Damn it! I didn't even think about it. This was fun, dude. I'm glad we do this every Tuesday. I really appreciate you being a part of this. Make sure you guys go follow Kristopher Hart. Make sure you consume the Whiskey Neat show on a weekly basis, and when he uploads it and on the radio on ESPN, homie. Talk to you soon. I'll see you next week.
Thanks so much, guys.
All right, that is another episode of Barry on Deck. I appreciate you guys being here on a Tuesday. It was fun. It's always fun and interesting with Kristopher Hart. No doubt about it. I love that he calls me on my bullshit, too. I really do. I love that he calls me on my bullshit. It's so good. Because he's like, fuck, I hate you. That's the point. Hey, I appreciate you guys so much, man. Thanks for being here every single day. Those of you that are new to the show that were just hanging out today, make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe. Come back. We do this every day for 2 hours from 2 to 4 right here on youtube.com/Barry is Funny. Until tomorrow, be safe. Be kind. Most important, love each other. See y'all tomorrow. Daddy's making a YouTube video!